Yeah. Yeah.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be reviewing the Fenty Beauty collection by Rihanna. I know you guys might have seen a few videos on YouTube already, but I'm going to give my honest opinion about this collection. I think it's awesome that she has 40 shades of foundation, so you should be able to find your shade. I will state that it was a little bit difficult to see what shade to really get because you have to stand there, wait for it to set. You have to get good lighting. So I was in between using 410 and 390. So I did end up getting 390, which is this. So I'm going to review the Pro Filter foundation. I also purchased the sticks. The matte sticks. I have the matchstick and truffle, caramel, and rum. So we'll see how that works out. I also purchased Trophy Wife, which I am wearing on my lid. So this is to show you that, you know, even though you have a highlighter, you could still use this as an eyeshadow. Look how beautiful that is. So I'm just going to swatch that on my hand. Look at that pigment. It skews the foundation. That's when I went to Sephora and was swatching things on my hand. So that's Trophy Wife. I'm gonna open up the shade sticks. And as you can see, they do stick together. They're magnetic. So the first swatch is going to be Rum, which is that shade right there. As you can see, Rum kind of blends in with my skin tone, my complexion. So I don't know how I'm really going to like that as a highlighter because I love flashing highlights. So we'll see. This one is a contour shade, Truffle. And then this one is the highlighter. Alright, I'll do it here. The highlighter shade, and this one is Caramel. Now for my highlighters, I usually like to use something more light underneath my eyes. So we're going to see how this play out. I was going to get the Beauty Blender and the highlighting brush, but after seeing my total, I was like, no, I'm not gonna buy that today. So first I'm going to use a regular primer. This one is the MAC Natural Radiance. I really wanna see how the foundation is by itself and see how it covers up my pores and everything else. I don't really want to use a primer that has, you know, a pore filler or something else to like mattify my face. So I'm just gonna pump that. And then I'm going to use a Beauty Blender. I don't always use a Beauty Blender, but in this case, because I didn't buy her sponge, I do want to see how it applies with the Beauty Blender. So, I'm just going to pump some on my hand. This is the shade. Again, this is 390. So what I'm going to do is use the Beauty Blender on this side of my face and use a regular brush on this side of my face, because usually I do use a brush. Look how smooth my skin looks. And I only use about 2 pumps. There's a few areas that I still want to cover a little bit more. So using the Beauty Blender, I mean, you can see this side of my face and then this side of my face. Now I'm going to use the MAC. I think this is a 109 brush by MAC, and now I'm just going to do the other side because usually I use a brush. So I'm just going to work that in. I only use 1 pump there, so I'm gonna go back and use another pump. I like full coverage, so you may like a natural feel, which I must say my face doesn't feel cakey or anything, but I do like full coverage. So that's why I'm going back in and making sure that I get the coverage that I want. Now with this foundation, you do have to work fast because it does have a matte finish and it dries pretty quickly where it sets into place. Now if you want, you could go ahead and use a powder to set it, which I will use a powder to set my foundation, but in this case you really don't have to. And I'm just going to get a little closer so that you can see. Don't mind my brush shedding, but it has a pretty flawless finish, I must say. This does have a flawless finish to it. I will say that, you know, as far as transfer, minimum transfer onto my hand, so not bad, Rihanna. I mean, the foundation, it retails for $34, and you get 1.08 fluid ounce, which a lot of foundations is usually about 1 ounce. So you're getting a little bit more. I think the price point of her products is very reasonable. A lot of makeup brands, their foundations range from $34 to maybe $50 something. You know, being that it's Rihanna, I'm glad that she didn't choose to go the higher end route, where she's making this very affordable for everyone to go out and purchase her foundation, which is what I like. Taking caramel, which is this, and I'm gonna use the Beauty Blender, and let's see how this works. Usually I don't like stick concealers. I really don't. Now let's blend this out. Now, I will say, using a beauty blender for this cream is probably better than using a brush, possibly. It is blending out pretty smooth. So now I am concealed. For me personally, I like more of a highlight. This shade would be more so if I want things to be natural. I would say that it gives a medium coverage. It might be buildable, so let me add one more layer on this side. And let's see if it does anything extra. It did add a little bit more, but I need my highlight to pop. So I'm just gonna go over it with the Maybelline. I think this one is the Fit Me Concealer. I have no idea, but I'm gonna put a little bit of that on my face. And I'm going to use a brush this time to blend this out. Now, my camera might be making my highlighter seem extra popping right now, but I assure you it's not that light. Now, so far, my skin is looking great, okay? I will definitely say my skin is looking pretty smooth. Next, I'm going to go with Truffle. And usually I don't even do cream contouring. I really don't. But my jawline, for the sake of this video, I will. And to blend this out, I'm gonna try the Beauty Blender. So I'm just going to kind of buff it up and out. Now, the contour is a little bit harder to blend out, where don't know if this beauty blender is really doing the trick. I think I'm gonna go in with this brush and kind of then to do my nose, I'm using a MAC 287 brush. Trying to be careful with my nose ring. I'm just gonna take my beauty blender to kind of soften. Kind of lost some of the highlight. Okay, so I contoured and highlight. Oh, forgot to do down here, didn't I? Just going to blend that out. You know, I don't know if I'm just trying to get used to the cream. I don't know if I need to use the cream sticks again, but let me just set everything and I'll give my opinion on those. I'm just taking banana powder. And I'm setting underneath my eyes and my nose. I'm just going to take a little bit to snatch my contour a little. And I'm just pressing the powder into my skin, basically. Next, so this is how my skin is looking so far. Next, I'm going to take rum and I'm going to apply on my cheek and then kind of press it in. I will say that the highlighter is pretty matte. It's not really that creamy. And I'll put a little bit down my nose. Now, I will say this is a pretty natural glow, but I don't know how I'm really liking these cream sticks. Like, I need my highlighter to be popping, and you know, I need it to be popping. So I'm going to grab another highlighter because I am going to use Trophy Wife, but I am going to mix it. So I'm going to spray my face with a little Fix Plus, and I'm going to apply a little bit of blush. I'm just going to use Early Morning. This is by MAC. Just to add a little color. And then now I'm going to use the Anastasia Nicole palette. I'm just going to use Glow Getter, which is the shade, with my fan brush. This is a Sigma strobing fan. Now that over the cream, look at that highlight. It's like a natural glow. If you want something very subtle every day, then I would definitely state to get the sticks. I think I'll have to try it out one more time just to see if I really like it. The concealer, I don't know if I would really use that concealer on an everyday basis. So really, the only one that, I mean, the contour, cream contour, it's whatever to me. Usually I use a powder. The cream contour is a little bit new for me because usually I don't gravitate towards that. The highlighter, I mean, for something more subtle as maybe like a base to put on top of a highlighter, then why not? And now I'm going in with Trophy Wife. Now I'm going to dip a little bit, tap off the excess, and apply it on top of that. So, as you can see, I don't know if you can really tell on camera, but it gives a nice little glow, or golden glow, I should say. So I'd apply it, then I'm just going to blend it out. See right here, that's a beautiful glow. Okay, and then to finish off my look, I did buy Fenty Glow. And this is a universal lip gloss. I do feel like, you know, Rihanna is so out there and spontaneous when it comes to makeup, so I really would have thought that she would have came out with some lipsticks, like some crazy colors and some neutral tones, but I like the packaging of this gloss. It is a nice packaging, and I have a large applicator, pretty big, and it smells good. So let's just apply this. So the gloss has a nice smell to it. It smells kind of fruity. It's not sticky. It has a little reflex to it. So, I mean, if you don't have a neutral everyday gloss, then I would definitely say to get it. So let's just review everything that... Oh, I didn't even use any powder. That's how matte my foundation is. You know what? I'm just gonna use a little translucent powder and kind of set my face in the areas. So first, the foundation. I would definitely say this is a awesome foundation. It really did. Oh, it says shake well. I definitely didn't do that. It definitely evens out your skin tone. It goes on smooth. It is a natural matte finish. It's not cakey. It's not drying. We'll see if I actually get oily with this. I like the coverage, you know, it is buildable, so it's a medium coverage where you could go ahead and build it to your liking. You could share it out, so I would definitely say the foundation is yes. Now, these matchsticks, or what are, yeah, matchsticks. I'm gonna have to say that I might need to try it one more time to be like 100%. I mean, this kit, which comes in here, this is the Tan 300. It costs $54. Like, to purchase some sticks that I don't know if I'm really going to use, it might be coming back to Sephora. It just might come back to Sephora. But I'm gonna give it one more try. I'm going to do my makeup with it again. You know, I think for everyday wear, every day you might not contour your face, but you'll use a concealer. It is a natural concealer, so that I will say that, you know, it is something for the everyday woman to really do her face. So I'll give this another try and see if I want to keep it. If not, then I will definitely return this, and I might keep the contour stick just because it's good to have a cream contour. But the concealer and the highlighter, I'm kind of like iffy right now. 50-50 on this. The other product that I got, which is Trophy Wife, they do have a compact mirror. This is not your everyday highlighter. I mean, as you can tell, it does have that gold reflex. It is a strong pigment, but I'm a makeup artist, so I can make this work. For the average consumer, I would state that you won't use this every day. In fact, you might not even use it at all. I mean, as you can see, I did use it as an eyeshadow. It's a beautiful eyeshadow that you can use on your eyes. Her products are made to be used wherever you want on your face. You can use it on your lips, even the highlighting stick. You can use it on your lips. You can use it on your eyes. Like, it's up to you where you want to place those products. So I would definitely say for myself. Okay, so I don't know where I left off because my camera keeps overheating. So overall, I would just state that, you know, if you're a more natural, everyday person that's looking for a good foundation, concealer, and a contour, you know, to do on your own, definitely I would suggest to get the sticks. If you're more of a natural person. If you want a little bit oomph or a little bit more shine and glow, you can still use these products, just add more to it. I mean, you shouldn't have to, but you know, it's good to have something every day, and it's good to have something when you really want to take it up a notch. So that's my review. As I stated, I don't know if I'll keep all of these matchsticks. I'll use it one more time and see if I grow to love it or see if it grows on me. But right now I'm kind of in between. I don't know if I want to keep it or not. So here's the finished look.